Welcome to Interpersonal Communication. My name is Kimber Forster. I know some of you were probably expecting a woman based on the name. Don't worry, I get that a lot. And so just this little message is just sort of a welcome to the class video. This would be equivalent to what I would do on the first day of a traditional classroom. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the class, a little bit about myself, a little bit about my expectations for you and what you can expect from me. So as I said, my name is Kimber Forster. I have been teaching now for 10 years. This is my 7th year here at Lakeland. I should say the start of my 7th year here at Lakeland. I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. So you guys are online, you don't have to worry about that, because my traditional classroom, I'm like, if it's snowing, I ain't coming in. But you don't have to worry about that, so you're cool. I have been teaching interpersonal most of the time that I've been here, and it's actually my favorite class. And the reason it's my favorite class is because people come into public speaking with a bad attitude. They're there because they have to be there. A lot of people have fears of public speaking, and I really have to work hard to see them to get them to see how it relates to their everyday communication. Whereas this class, you're going to be going through it, and it's going to just smack you in the face. Oh yeah, I do that every day. Oh yeah, that's something that I deal with every day. You just didn't know that it had a name. And so that's what this class is all about. It's about me explaining things to you that you do every single day already, giving a name to it, and telling you how to do it better so that your communication improves, and as a result, your relationships improve. And that's really what this class is all about, in my opinion, is how to make our relationships with people at all levels much more effective. Because that is really what communication is all about, is relationships. And so this is perhaps the most important class you'll ever take. And it's not because I teach it, it's because everybody communicates. You know, you might never use biology, you might never use math, but you're certainly going to use communication every single day. And we're not very good at it because we take a lot of it for granted. So this class is all about teaching you, again, about how to improve your relationships by simply focusing on these things that we do every day and how to be better at them. What can you expect from me? Well, you can expect from me that I know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I love interpersonal communication, and a lot of the things that we talk about, nonverbal, conflict management, listening, these are things that I really get into. So I'm very excited to share that knowledge, because that's how I am anyways. I love to educate. I'm not a teacher. I just happen to be a guy who has some information that happens to be useful. And so I don't approach things from the perspective of a traditional teacher. You'll see that through the course of videos, that it's going to be very different than most of your classroom experiences. But I think that's what makes me a little bit more effective. So you can expect me to know what I'm talking about. You can expect me to respond to your emails very quickly. Most of the time it's going to be within a couple of hours, because I hate the thought of people having questions that need to be answered and not getting a response. I hate that. I hate that whenever I email somebody or text somebody and they don't respond to me very quickly, it annoys the crap out of me. And I said when I first started teaching that I wouldn't be that guy. And so if I'm not responding to you, it's because I'm nowhere near a computer or have no internet access, because I can do it on my phone, and I do quite often. Checking my email is the last thing I do before I go to bed at night, and the very first thing I do, I get up, I go into my computer room, I turn on my computer, I go take my Prilosec, I come back and I check my email. That's my morning routine, because I want to make sure that you're getting the answers that you need. So you can expect that. And if I'm not going to be around a computer, I go camping a lot, I'm going to tell you, hey, this weekend I will be gone from Friday about noon till Sunday about noon. So if you need any questions, be sure to ask before that time. So you'll have that. I communicate a lot because I want you guys to know exactly what's going on. That's something you can expect from me. You're never going to be in the dark. And if you're in the dark, it's not because I haven't been putting out the information, it's because you haven't been getting it in one form or another. And So from an online perspective, that's what you can expect from me, is very quick responses, detailed responses, answering questions immediately. Now, what do I expect from you? The biggest thing I expect from you is to pay attention to your emails in Blackboard. That's probably the number one thing. That's how I put things out. And I can't force you to read those things. But if you email me with a question that can be answered simply by looking at the syllabus or looking at an assignment sheet, I am going to say to you, look at the assignment sheet, look at the syllabus. And it's not because I'm being a giant jerk, it's because I gave you those things for a reason. And I expect you to use them. To be an active participant. When I do this in a traditional classroom, it becomes like a family. And people always kind of laugh on the first day, but a month in, they're talking and laughing like they're friends, because in many cases they are. People walk down the halls. I get comments from other teachers all the time. Man, your classroom's laughing and joking. Every other classroom, it's crickets. And so online, it's going to be a little bit different. But we do have the discussion boards and we do have other things. And I want you to be an active participant. The discussion boards, you will see that there's a deadline, which is Sunday night at midnight. But if you wait till Sunday night at 11:52 to post, you're not being an active participant, so your grade will reflect that. Active participant means being active in the class, taking part in conversations that we have online, doing your work as is expected. That's another expectation. And that's really it. I don't have a ton of expectations from an online format, because you're not in class. You do it on your own time. And the other expectation I have is for you to actually have fun, because I think this class can be pretty fun because I'm weird. I'm not a normal person in a lot of ways. And so that'll come out and you'll see that. I have the attention span of a flea. And so you're going to see that in the videos. You're going to see that kind of wackiness come out, I hope. This is the first time I've actually taught this class online. I've taught others. So this is sort of a learning experience for me as well. And so that's my expectations. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Have fun, and I hope you learned something.